Problem 21. It takes 90 minutes to wash 20 vehicles at a car wash. At this rate, how many minutes does it take to wash 5 vehicles? So first let's write that, or let's express that rate. 90 minutes to wash 20 vehicles. 90 minutes to wash 20 vehicles. Remember, a rate is a comparison of two items with different units. So we're comparing minutes to vehicles. And the difference between a rate and a unit rate would be, if we were figuring out how many minutes to wash one vehicle, a single vehicle, that would be a unit rate. And that would be one way to solve this problem. We could divide 90 divided by 20 to figure out how long it would take to wash one vehicle. And if we knew how long it would take to wash one vehicle, we could figure out how long it would take to wash 5 vehicles by multiplying that unit rate times 5. But I think in this case, an even easier way to solve this problem will be to set up a proportion. If it takes 90 minutes to wash 20 vehicles, how long would it take, how many minutes? Since we don't know, we'll just use x minutes to wash 5 vehicles. And the reason I think a proportion is easier in this case is because you can see we can get from 20 to 5 by dividing by 4. And anytime I have a way of going from changing my denominator by dividing by or multiplying by a factor, I can do the same to the numerator and find out what this unknown value is, this value x. Just divide by 4 on my numerator, so 90 divided by 4 will give me the number of minutes it takes to wash 5 vehicles. How many 4s are in 9? 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Bring down the 0. How many 4s are in 10? Again, 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And we have a remainder. So I could either add a decimal and a 0 and keep going, or I could just, let's set up a mixed number. 22 and 2/4. And then if you simplify that fraction, that's 22 and 1/2. 22 and 1/2 minutes to wash 5 vehicles. So looking at our answer choices, that's answer choice C. Number 22 says, Jared designed buttons for his student council campaign. The figure below shows the size of each campaign button. Use the ruler on the mathematics chart to measure the diameter of the button to the nearest 1/4 of an inch. Now, when I first looked at this problem, I was a little confused at first because I didn't read the whole problem. It's telling us what to do to start the problem, but the actual question is, which is the closest to the circumference? We're trying to find the circumference of the button that Jared designed. So first we're going to follow their directions and measure the diameter to the nearest 1/4 of an inch, and that would be this dotted line. That dotted line is representing the diameter, the largest chord in the circle that goes from one point on the circle to another point and passes through the center. That diameter, if you, on your paper, if you measure that with your tax math chart, you'll get, and you measure to the nearest 1/4 of an inch, you get 2 inches. D equals 2. Then if you look at your tax math chart for the formula for circumference, circumference equals pi times d. And then also on your tax math chart is the value for pi, the approximate value for pi is 3.14. So 3.14 times 2, diameter is 2 in this case. 3.14 times 2 would be 2 decimal places here, no decimal places here, so I should have 2 decimal places in my answer. 6.28 inches would be, the circumference would equal 6.28 inches, which is answer choice G. Okay, we'll pick up the tax test review with problem 23 on the next video.